What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. I'm glad you could join me this evening. I hope everybody is fine and dandy. If you don't know, I am your host, Ed Honcho, and the Den is the greatest conversation on the internet. And the reason why it is the greatest conversation on the internet is because of you guys. You guys make this, every night you make this conversation so enjoyable, so fun to have, for the like 99.99%, but I think we've gotten rid of any of the excess problems that we've had for now, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to let that die out. But I want to say I thank you, and I appreciate the privilege of being allowed to speak with you this evening, because it is an honor and a privilege to chop it up with you guys every night. Tonight I want to talk about, normally we do Sunday night confessions. And I was just thinking, last couple of Sunday nights, I've barely been getting any confessions, and I've been on. I ain't telling y'all shit no more. I'm starting telling my confessions at the end, but we're not gonna do confessions tonight. Tonight I want to do Sunday night blessings. I wanted to talk about, things that we're happy about, things that we enjoy. The good in life that we appreciate. Sometimes you have to be thankful for what you have. You have to be thankful for your opportunities. You have to be thankful for your blessings. You have to just be thankful. And let me make sure I get all the proper socials out there. Let me run that by you real quick. Bio, everything Den Show Live, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and denshowlive@gmail.com. I'll share that randomly throughout the show just in case you need to catch that again. If you would like to support the channel, you can go to streamlabs.com/The Den Show if you want to make a one-time donation to support the channel. All love is appreciated. I got doorknobs to buy people. I got this infatuated, this doorknob fetish. And so I got to buy more doorknobs. So, hey, all love is appreciated. And if you want to pledge to the Den on a monthly basis, you can go to patreon.com/The Den Show. Shout out to Sting the Story and James Martin. I sincerely appreciate your support. And like I said, we'll be having a lot more short form content. I'll be doing some special things for the Patreon supporters, kind of some more behind the scenes type stuff, just kind of, showing my process, how I kind of go through stuff in the Den prior to the Den. I'm going to share this more kind of behind the scene content with the Patreon supporters, and I appreciate that. Also, we have the Discord chat, so if you want to become a part of the Discord chat on the $5, there are multiple tiers, multiple rewards on different tiers. So if you're interested in a monthly support, be greatly appreciated. So thank you to everybody though who is just, even if you really want to support, share, like, subscribe, tell a friend about the Den. And you want to know how to tell a friend about the Den, tell them to go to thedenshow.com, or you can tell them to go to thedenshow.com/live, and come check us out live, and I think they'll enjoy the conversation. Shout out to Man Up, you joined me last night. I thought it was a great show last night. Shout out to everybody who came through for that. I appreciate all of you. But let's get into a nice conversation. But before we get into it, I want to talk about who we have joining us this evening. What friends in the Dens are the friends in the Den? There's only one Den, as far as I know. But what friends of the Den are joining us tonight? And let's get into the conversation. V Darko, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you, Miss V. Coach of Anubis, Kenneth Cologne, Marie Lovely, Jason S. Let me see. Rigo is a cockball. Rigo is a hater. I ain't never seen a nigga hate on a nigga trying to get some video game ass before. I was playing Assassin's Creed last night. I did a little bit of mixer action, and in Assassin's Creed, sometimes you get your little love scene on. He was saying I wasn't gonna get the girl. I told him I was gonna bag. I was like, I'm finna get this action, man. I'm finna get some of this digital ass. He was kind of like, you can't get it. You ain't gonna get it. I hope you don't get it. And he was mad. He was hating on the sideline, but it is what it is. And I'm just fucking with you, Rigo. What's the motherfucking deal? Rashida Reed, what's the motherfucking deal? Miss Bell Southern Style, Cartier White, what's the motherfucking deal? Jared Key, what's the motherfucking deal? And Ferocious Film, what's the motherfucking deal? We talked about it a little bit last night. It was actually in South Africa, so who knows? It could be anything. Brandon Davis said, "Me, Belly, my fiance, Jennifer Lee." Well, shout out to the Davis family, or the future Davis family, or I don't know how you guys identify, but thank y'all for joining this evening. Only one lie. What's the motherfucking deal? Glad you could join us this evening. Impale the Monarch. What's the motherfucking deal? Help in a Lamborghini, man. Don't we all need help in a Lamborghini? That'll make everybody, right? But Footballer 503, what's the motherfucking deal? But like I said, I just kind of want to get into it, and then I'm going to open up the line. I just want to know what's on your thoughts and what's on your mind. And I just think we need to take a little bit of a time to reflect, because we talk about a lot of stuff. Sometimes we talk about tragic events. Sometimes we just kind of talk about the ridiculousness of what's happening in the world. We've had drama here the last couple of days. I think, that's resolved. And a little bit of mini drama at the end of the stream last night. We're not even going to get into that. You know, dun. I ain't worried about it. Um, if y'all fuck with that screw, y'all remember that line. Niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. But you know, I'm just glad to have y'all. So I want to talk about, what I'm grateful for, and I won't spend a long time. And then I'm gonna open up the line that you guys call in. I think it's good to share. I think it's good to just see different elements, different aspects of what it is. Um, let me see. Let me see what rhymes his song. I might be Rhythm song, or I'm fucking it up. But so first time, what I named the show The Den. I used to watch Prophet Clement on his Den show live in Oxford. The reason why I named the show The Den is because my premise of starting The Den was to be able to have a conversation like you would have with friends in your home. Now in society, talking about certain things is looked down upon. Having differing opinions is looked down upon. But the way I look at it, I try to form the conversation in the same manner that if I had some friends over and we were just chopping it up about whatever it was originally named the Kush Den, because I used to, fire up and I would just kind of smoke and we just talk about random shit. But, took the Kush out of it, haven't smoked in almost a year now, or smoked weed in almost a year now. And, just named it The Den, and I still feel like the premise is the same, to speak with people the same way you would be able to speak in your homes about different topics. And I think that we should be open. I think that we should be able to express our opinions, whether we agree or disagree. Because the thing about it, if you have a conversation with a friend, and I mean a good friend, and they're going to disagree with you on something, that's not going to end you. Hopefully, it doesn't end your friendship. There are some kind of trivial, petty ass people who let some stupid shit, in their friendship. I believe in free speech. I believe in, being open-minded to an extent, and listening to other people and understanding why people feel the way they do, the background in which they come from. So, you know what I'm saying? Only one, Miss Cartier, and only one. I want to apologize to y'all towards the end of the stream because I tried to be nice for someone's birthday, and very disappointingly, towards the end of the stream, they decided to go on a timeout rampage, and this is why they were never made moderator on a full-time basis, and why they will never be moderator again. And why I can't do nice things for people, because people take advantage of shit and get to fucking up the flow because of whatever issues they got going on. And I did not appreciate that. Did not appreciate that at all. But we'll deal with that as that goes. So it is what it is. I'm very I'm not gonna say very, very upset about that, but I'm not too keen on what took place at the end. I don't care if you call yourself having fun or whatever. It was purposeless, and people who had no point in being timed out or whatever, because sometimes we stay after the chat and we have little post-stream discussions in the chat, and people want to go and just do some stupid shit like that, but that's very annoying. But again, like I say, people wonder why certain folks get put in certain positions and certain things happen. But there will be no more special birthday requests is the least that I can say about that. So gratitude, gratefulness, Sunday blessings. I look in my life and man, I wake up every day. I told you I used to, a long time ago, mostly a lot of my childhood, no reason, because I had a decent childhood. I just was a negative person. Growing up, most of my early 20s, I was a negative person. It took me going through some shit, looking at a bad situation and trying to recalibrate myself. And I started learning about some things. I started learning about personal development. I've told this 1,000 times. But it made me start learning and start appreciating. But sometimes, you can kind of slip and go back into old habits. But I'm grateful for a lot of things. I feel like I'm blessed. For the most part, I can do what I want to do. I get to speak with you guys every night. To me, that's a super blessing. There was a point where, I didn't talk to folks too much. I wouldn't fuck with people too much. Like, I was just going through some things, and I've told y'all how I've cut off a lot of old friends. Let me know if the audio is a little bit low, and let me see if I may need to do some adjusting, because I've switched mics from yesterday. So, pardon me. Let me know how the audio sounds. It may be a little bit different, because like I said, when I have a guest on, I have to use a different mic, and I have to take calls a different way. But when I'm one deep, then I can generally I'm generally pretty good. Gucci. All right, appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, I talked about how I cut out a lot of people out of my whole life, and it's a tough thing to do, but sometimes it's a necessary thing to do. But just like I say, gratitude, things I'm grateful for now. I'm grateful for my old lady. And y'all be like, why you call her old lady? She's not old, she's younger than me. But I call her my old lady, I'm grateful for the little one. She brings a lot of perspective to my life. I don't have any biological children of my own, but just that experience to be, a father figure in someone's life and to have someone look up to you, it makes me analyze myself every day about what can I do better? How can I be a better representation of myself? What can I do on a daily basis to be just a better man? And those two bring that element into my life. So I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful when I wake up, and be thankful to have opportunity, a little bit when I sit back, okay. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, every day that I wake up. Some people wake up, and I used to wake up miserable. Another day. It's fucking Monday. It's this, But I'm grateful for the opportunity that life gives you. Because, any day can change your life for better or for worse. But, I intend on making it better, I'm just grateful, man, just to know things I know now that I may have wished I knew earlier, but it's better late than never, You grateful for strong alcohol? Look, hey. Look, we'll see about that. Y'all know I don't drink like that, so I'll be grateful for some good bud, but I'm not doing it right now. I can't wait till I can again, but I got goals to reach before I can. But and not to say, like I said, to kind of get back to what I was saying, but not to point anybody out individually, but I'm grateful for you guys because we have a lot of conversations every night about a variety of topics, and some of the feedback, the exchange of conversation, the perspective that you guys provide, it helps me see the world through another set of eyes, putting my feet in another pair of shoes and get better understanding, even though I may not always agree on, every topic, but it's good to understand how a person from a certain set of beliefs feels. I think that's very important. I'm grateful for weed. Look, we go see the devil's lettuce. Yes, the devil's lettuce. But man, like I say, just opportunity, man. Every day you wake up, you got opportunity. And I think that's the most amazing thing. But I'm thankful for some of the gentlemen in the den, especially some of the guys who, they're married. They set good examples for being, good fathers. I'm glad we have that kind of representation because I think we get a lot of bad raps, as men these days. So it's good to see that those good fathers who come forward, they, their whole drive is to make sure their family is stable, that their family is provided for and taken care of. I value that. Some of the ladies in the den who, come through and they share their perspective. And, so we don't think that you're all crazy feminists out there. And if you are a crazy feminist, it is what it is. If you have reasoning for what you believe. But as long as you ain't those ones that sit in the corner and start talking to themselves and mumbling weird shit. But exactly, being alive, man. People still smoke joints. A lot of people prefer joints over blunts. Some people prefer pipes and things like that. Say, what you out today, babe? Look, hey, man, I'm gonna get back in there one day. No, I ain't too far. I'm like right outside. It's like when you're playing that was that PUBG when you're trying to get out the circle, you kind of get caught right at the edge. That's where I'm at. But man, but I don't think I'll ever partake like I did. But I think there's always time for relaxing and chilling, and that's just my preference. But I'm just grateful for the fact that I know a lot of people wake up, and especially being a black man, I know a lot of people feel negative about America. I know a lot of people feel, they listen to the media and they hear everything that's going on. I mean, man, I don't think people realize how fortunate they are. Every place has problems. You can't expect any place to be perfect. And we can talk about, Africa and all of these niggas in Africa with issues, man. With issues. You wouldn't be able to get away with, do, and say some of the things that you can say here in this country that you would over there. You know, you don't have the opportunity. You know, you ain't. I'm not saying that people ain't getting rich now because they are, but you have the opportunity here for the most petty things to come up. You know, World Star. That's why the African dude kicked Arnold in the back to come up on World Star. You know, that type of thing. That's how motherfuckers around in America coming up, and people just aren't taking advantage of. We focus so much on the negative, man. Hey, I don't disregard negative things. I don't say, oh, everything is peachy keen and there's nothing wrong. There are a lot of things that are wrong, but one, you got to look at how much of this stuff would I be taking in if, you know, it wasn't put on the news, if it wasn't put out there by media to try to make me feel a particular kind of way. How much of this would impact my life? And a lot of it wouldn't. A lot of this stuff, it would not impact you at all because you wouldn't know about it. It makes me think about that Michael Shea joke where he was talking about Harambe. He's like, y'all motherfuckers wouldn't know if all the gorillas in the world got wiped out because y'all really don't give a damn. Unless somebody came and told you, you really wouldn't care, you know? And so some people wonder why I feel the way I feel about certain things. That's kind of the approach I take to a lot of stuff. You know, I don't really get involved with things unless I have a personal connection. I care about people, but I just, as a whole, I don't get really involved unless there's a personal connection. Like I build personal connections with you guys. I feel like, you know, that there's a bond there. But it's hard for me to get behind each and every story just because, you know, that's just kind of how I am. I try not to take in too much. But anyway, fuck all that. I want to know how y'all feel. I want to know what's on y'all mind. I've been talking my nonsense for a little bit. I'm going to open up the line here and give me a second. Let me get everything copacetic. Everything in order. Everything copacetic. Again, let me drop the little dilly-dallies for y'all, just in case y'all need to know. And we're, oh shit, probably everything. Man, let me tell you something. So I was arguing, well, I wasn't arguing. I've been getting attacked by some, I wouldn't even say it's attacked. It's not attacked. I'm just talking shit. But some transgender people have not been too happy, or the LGTB community has not been too happy with me. You know, one, I stopped eating alphabet cereal, so they weren't happy about that. Nah, but I'll bullshit to the side. I guess something happened. You know, I guess not play it too lightly. I guess something happened to the person in the video that I spoke about, the transgender fender bender video. Somebody came on there saying that she got killed, or he got killed, however you want to look at it. And so I got a little flack for that I've seen today. And it's funny to me. Well, I'm not saying it's funny to me, but you know, it's unfortunate when anybody dies, you know. But you know, but like I did the shit. Look, I made a video based on the information, and it's one particular person, and one person in particular, because when I first made the video, they said, well, you got all this wrong information. You ain't talked to this, and this. Okay, fine. Well, since you apparently know these people so closely, bring me that information. Never does it. Never says anything. Somebody commented on it. You know, oh, I don't got time. When I got time, I'll do it. Never does it. Somebody else replied, whatever. You know, I'm just kind of like, well, obviously it ain't that important because you really don't have anything to add. And then, again, I guess that happened, and they came back commenting today. And it's just like, why are you leaving comments now? When I asked you, I politely asked you for the information. Hey, inform me, because I'm a person, I have no problem with correcting myself. If I'm wrong about something, hey, I was wrong about this, let me correct myself. I'd rather be, you know, right about what I'm speaking about than just being overly opinionated just to, you know, be polarizing or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, that person never provided that information, but you steady come back, you know, talking to nonsense. It is, yes, it's getting very hot. It's too hot. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude for this group of diversity, men, women, all different cultures, human related on basic levels of humanity, my truth. Man, thank you, Ms. Belson. I agree. You know, even though some people say that this is a black community, you know, but they don't want to really take the time to see what's going on here. You know, people come in and they have their opinions, you know, formulated already when they enter certain arenas, and don't really want to take the time to understand what's going on, really take the time to understand what's being said. And again, a thing that that frustrates me is being misrepresented, you know, and that's an issue to me, you know. So yes, I'm grateful Rashida, she working on it. Sometimes people push it back, but I'm glad Rashida's working on it. I'm grateful for that. um, but I agree with what only one last time about is about being, adjusting and growing. And I think, that's something we all need to work on. It's very sad when you see someone get up in age and they still behave like teenagers, when they still behave in such immature ways, and you wonder, where did the disconnection happen? Rob, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. Shout out to Rob Myers, man. But you see people act a certain way for such a long time, and people that are 40, 50, 60 years old, still out there acting like teenagers, still acting ignorant, and you just wonder, like, how did you not have the proper life experience? And the same, some people who you would think would go through things that would change them. The one thing that I've never understood. Here's the one thing that I've never understood, and I'm gonna talk about this because people talk about it. It was something I saw somebody was talking about earlier, not in the chat. They were talking about people who said, they don't want to have kids due to the way that this world is. And I'm one of those people. But they said they had a negative view of it. Here's my deal, okay? I don't like the way that this world is trending. We can fuss and we can cuss. Let's be honest. For people who are thinking rational and conservative, there's going to be more and more pressure. And I don't want to raise a kid in this world where everything is going to be indoctrinated. They're going to be blindsided, overwhelmed. The cartoons, the internet, which is primarily controlled by, the Googles of the world, the YouTubes of the world, and, they're leaning hard left and certain stuff like that. It's a lot of pressure out there. And I'm not saying that I don't think I'm up to the pressure. If something happens and I do, well, then I do. But it's just that it's an issue. And I think with everything else that's going on, I'd just rather not deal with it. I'd just rather not deal with it. It is what it is, Again, there's always the option of maybe going to another country that is not with all this foolishness, but it seems like it's starting to, the U.S. polices the world, and they're trying to influence their ideals all over the place. It makes me think when Obama went to Africa trying to tell them, hey, it's okay, go be gay. He was like, hell nah, nigga, we ain't with that shit. So, but what I've never understood is someone who can have a child and remain the same, possess the same mentality. I don't see how a person could bear children and not adjust and not become, not mature. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing I've never comprehended. Like, I don't see how, especially motherfuckers that pop out 2, 3, 4 kids. We've already talked about the merry-go-round, the daddy-go-round, and whatever you want to call it, and all this other stuff. And still, point the finger, and it's a sign of immaturity, at everybody else. It's everybody else's fault that this is wrong or that is wrong. Never own up to the fact that, hey, you continue to make the same mistakes. You continue to involve yourself with the same type of people, but somehow it's everybody else's fault but yours. You don't want to own up to the fact that you keep making bad decisions. Yeah, and I could agree with that urgency, in a way. But I think it would be dangerous because I would be a very overprotective. I'm overprotective now. And just like I say, with all the social, with everything that's going on, it's just like, it's too much shit shaking, man. It's just, I'll try my best, but I can't fight the whole world. I get my back in the corner and I start swinging, but shit, I would do anything to protect my kid from this nonsense, but it's just too much shit out there. It's too much influence. It's so tough. You don't even know where it's coming from anymore. But, there's that. Another thing, I don't know if you guys have seen it, in the Den we just kind of go all over the place. And I fight kids. Yeah, I fight kids too, goddamn. Look, I'm gonna whoop their ass like their parents supposed to. A little kid try to get the froggy with me, I will be, look at you, if you about 14 and up, you gonna catch these hands. Cause I know at the 14 and up, I was fighting grown ass men. But then I was bigger than the average kid, so it is what it is. But yeah, you 14 and up, you finna catch these hands. Fuck that 18 and up shit. You issue a threat, you finna get your ass whooped. I'm finna roll your little ass, teach you a lesson. Beyond a funny nigga, what's the motherfucking deal, man? But Lady Licious, what's the motherfucking deal? Glad to see you. Unfucking believable. But have y'all seen this Offset nigga, right? Have y'all seen Offset? And he's been complaining about he's been indoctrinated. And again, everybody feels free to talk about how you want to. Everybody has their own opinion on abortion. But he's been like on an abortion kick, I think, the last couple of days, right? Marie Bennett, what's the motherfucking deal? And my deal is not so much him talking about abortion, or he talked about it's modern day slavery, like savory, like savory, something is savory, it tastes good. That's how you spell. Like, it's how ignorant this motherfucker is, man. Slim Hardaway, what's the motherfucking deal? Like, it's how ignorant, I understand people, use a little shorthand and stuff like that. I've come to tolerate that. But the fact that there wasn't one mistake, he continuously misspelled slavery, like savory. Like, this shit tastes good, and it was a bunch of other stuff, like basic words, if you can't spell slavery, you don't get to talk about it. As much as niggas talk about slavery, you should know how to spell it. Like, come on, man. I can only imagine how he writes his lyrics. Like, ain't nobody gonna steal that nigga lyrics, because you ain't finna be able to understand what the fuck he wrote. But the thing about this is, everybody getting off Game of Thrones, y'all coming in here, so I gotta watch y'all. See, that's why I hate Game of Thrones. Nah, I'm fucking. But, my thing is, I'm glad it's over, and everybody who loves it, I'm glad the show is done. I'll never watch it because y'all ruined it for me before I ever would get a chance to get into it, so I'll never watch it. But, Shannon Jones, what's the motherfucking deal? Well, lady, listen, when we talking about being grateful, we talking about gratitude today. When you're bummed, when you're upset, you got to talk about things that you are grateful for. And I think when you start focusing on what's good in your world, the things that are impacting, I know you shared that with us, what was going on, and I understand that it's definitely a thing that you would be sad about, but you got to, try to offset. We don't just talk about offset. Try to offset the sadness and the down feelings with positivity by focusing on the things that that make you feel good. Offset is one of the Three Amigos. Three Amigos is actually way better than Migos. But yeah, I did see that, and I said I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow because he did a couple of interviews, and I have some various thoughts and feelings on that. But Offset, and it's like, look, man, you definitely don't get to be a fucking addict. You slapping phones out niggas' heads, you catching extra case, you just got shot. Like, this motherfucker that just caught 5 cases in the last 2 weeks or some shit like that. Like, come on, man, don't nobody want to hear your opinions on shit. Just sound like old guy when she was talking to LeBron. Just shut up and rap, nigga. Well, can you shut up and rap? No, I don't think you can. I don't even want to hear them niggas rap no more. But we already know that nigga making bad decisions, but it is what it is. Like, you know, and these are the people that the youth look up to. This is who they're influenced by, man. They think that these are the new leaders. These are the new Tupacs. These are the new whatever. That it is. It's craziness because they put these people on the pedal. These motherfuckers ain't shit like. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm disappointed in myself. Because this nigga, you know, they say that C students hire A and B students. That's the saying, you know, in business and stuff like that. Because they say C students are the students that find a way to get past and they do what they got to do. They're not always the best students. And they hire A and B students in their businesses so that they can, you know, thrive or whatever. The fact that this dude, it's not even about celebrity. Fuck celebrity. I don't want to be famous. Fame is a terrible thing. But the fact that a nigga this ignorant is some type of multimillionaire, it makes me question everything I've been doing wrong in my life. You know what I'm saying? Everything wrong in my life. I just got to get right. I'm just looking at this. That's the only thing I was thinking. I'm like, this nigga can't spell slavery. Like, nigga, that's second, third grade shit. You know? Yeah, man. Man, hey, Slim, you ain't lying. But that's what I'm saying. But this is the stuff. Let's talk about this. You know, and let's talk about this. It always gets to this conversation somehow. But especially as a black man, I look at these things and I just don't see like how other people see that. That's the culture for the culture. Migos album, the culture. This fucking bullshit and promoting these bullshit. This bullshit is not for the culture. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole bunch of look. He gonna end up beating probably most of them. Enough money, you know what I'm saying? Is enough money to get you where you need to get. But you know the thing about that is like we promote the biggest. I know what I want to talk about. Niggas are a lot of niggas are new to this name, Robert Smith. I've been knowing about Robert Smith for a couple of years, right? And I want to believe Robert Smith. He started off in finance, but I want to say he moved into tech, and he made big money. Black man named Robert Smith, paid off all the fucking money at Morehouse. Let me tell you how ungrateful niggas are. This is how ungrateful niggas are, man. People are complaining that, oh, well, he's a billionaire. That's not commendable for him paying off they should pay off. Why the fuck, niggas, if you're not in entertainment, niggas feel like you owe them something. If you got money, if you're rich and you didn't get it from entertaining, why do niggas feel like you owe them something? Yeah, you can still call in beyond. I mean, if you got a confession, you can call in. You know, we gonna take calls on whatever y'all want. It's all good. But this sickens me. This man don't owe nobody shit. Self-made man, put in work and his life. If you don't, but if it's entertainer, or we'll go to bat for these fucking entertainers. You know, this, that, and the third. Except for Steve Harvey, we don't like Steve. But I look. Here's my deal with Steve. To go from homelessness to 160 mil, regardless of how you did it, I ain't mad at you, player. But there's a certain point where you gotta free yourself from these motherfuckers having their foot on your neck, and you still acting like you the nigga that's working from homelessness. You gotta change up your method. You know, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at him talking about, you know, rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. I'm not even mad about that. I know a lot of people are upset about that. Like, shit, I ain't rich. I can't talk about that shit. You know, it's a lot of motherfuckers who say that, man. But, you know, some of the other things you've said, I could definitely understand. But the Robert Smith guy didn't have to do that. I don't think he went to Morehouse. I don't know. I might be wrong. I forgot where he's a very well-educated dude. I don't recall if he went to Morehouse. But anyway, motherfuckers are ungrateful for the shit. One, don't go to Morehouse. Two, you're not a millionaire. You ain't paying off nobody nothing. And who are you to tell anybody what they're supposed to do with their money? I can't stand, like, sometimes niggas get on my motherfucking nerves. Tiffany Haddish plays that quote unquote ghetto black woman role, but yet niggas love the shit out of Tiffany. But anybody doing this other stuff, you know, they love the shit out of Tiffany, but Trump supporters are coming. But she's basically a modern day minstrel show. You know what I'm saying? She's basically black person in blackface. You know what I'm saying? Because all she does is play that role, perpetuate that stereotype. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got a call coming in. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we got calling in to the den this evening?
This is Kenneth.
Kenneth, what's the motherfucking deal? Kenneth, what's on your mind this evening, man?
Man, it's a little bit off the topic, and I'm not sure what you guys been talking about because I haven't been in the chat or actually just in the stream overall. But I kind of want to talk about something that just recently happened, just about a few minutes ago, man.
All right, what's up?
So like, so my brother got back from the gym, right? And he told me today that hey, Planet Fitness is all like this entire summer is gonna be open for kids ages 15 or 18 to to work out for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so like, hey, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I looked online, I found the banner, and I posted it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I posted on my Snapchat, and I was like, hey, and this is what I said. Y'all have no excuse to be looking big or look fat this summer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because Planet Fitness is open. And about just not even 3 minutes later, I had a couple of people see, and a couple of people reply to it, and they sit here saying that I'm body shaming. I'm like, how am I body shaming, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, all I did was pick a fact.
Man, Kenneth, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the simple solution to that. Fuck them people. Just straight up. Those are motherfuckers that don't want to put in no work. Like, there's no excuse, especially if you ain't got to break no bread. A person that if you happy with how you are, be happy with how you are. But a person telling you, hey, get in better shape because it's better for your overall health, it's better for your overall well-being. You ask anybody who has been real big and they've lost a lot of weight, and you ask them, well, how did you feel then compared to now? They always say that, hey, now that I've been in shape, I feel my personality, my willpower stronger, my personality, I feel better, I feel more confident in myself, I know that I can overcome these things, you know what I'm saying? So anybody who don't want to take that effort to go capitalize and maximize themselves, especially when it's free, man, fuck them people. Their opinions are irrelevant, dog. If you happy with who you are, be happy. If you not, don't talk. Man, fuck it. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I was saying, and like because people still try to find a way to finagle around it and say that, I ain't got no ride. I'm like, the metro is free all summer too for kids too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, bro, you have no excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had one motherfucker come in and talk about something. Oh, it's easy for you to say because you play football. I'm like, dude, this ain't got nothing to do with none of that, bro. Like, I don't think people realize how difficult it is, when it comes to those workouts. That is not easy for either nobody, no matter who you are, bro. But see, people don't want to put in no work. And when I posted that shit, I had another motherfucker talking about some, just because just because you athletic doesn't mean you get to clown us fatties. I'm like, oh, you really sit here trying to justify being fat? I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? And it just made me laugh because I'm like, damn, these niggas really being okay with being fat. I was like, hey, man, it is what it is. If the shoe fits, put it on, my nigga. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. Yeah. Like, the opportunity is there for you to get right, but if you don't want to take it, bro, don't take it.
Man, that's all it is, man. And that's all you can do. I can present you an opportunity. A go-getter's going to take it. A person who just want to be stagnant, they're going to find every excuse not to. And that's a deeper underlying issue than weight or anything else. It's a mentality, and it's a poor mentality. It's an excuse mentality. You gave somebody an opportunity, even though, hey, look, this is what's going on. You can, this is an opportunity that you got to go free. You can go work out free. You can go do all this stuff for free. Oh, man, but okay, if you want to be big, be big. Don't complain about it. If you big and you happy being big, I'm like, fuck that. I ain't finna do that. Don't hate on somebody else, because when somebody says your body shape, then now that means they're feeling a particular kind of way. They're feeling a particular kind of way about themselves because they don't want to take that effort. They don't want to do this or do that. And that's fine, man. Like, if you don't, but don't be mad at somebody else presenting other people with an opportunity. Like, that's why I say, man, fuck that. Like, and my thing is, you're entitled to be who you want to be. Okay? You can't be mad at somebody for helping. You put that one tidbit of information might change somebody. Somebody say, you know what? I've been wanting to work out. I've been wanting to do this. So I'm going to take it. And if it helps that one person, fuck everybody who complained about it. Then that's all that counts, man. Really, straight. Sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you for letting me get in the damn line. It's been a minute. All right, Honcho.
Okay, well, I'm still going to slap you when I see you, Kenneth, but I appreciate the call. Shout out to Kenneth, man. Kenneth, all right. Kenneth is, he got the right foundations. He just be a little throwed off. It's that music you be listening to. Sorry for your ears. I apologize. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
I just be on the funny thing.
Beyond a funny nigga, what's the motherfucking deal? What's on your mind, man?
I was thinking about this earlier. I know it's about subject and everything, but I was going through this phase when I was in my early teens and stuff, and it was just basically something I needed to have my ass whooped about. So I was going through this phase. I was basically being lazy and shit at the house, staying in my room, and like when you lazy and shit as a teenager, you don't want to do certain shit. You don't want to get up. You don't want to cook, clean and shit like that. So I got so lazy, I started getting bottles, like Gatorade bottles or any kind of bottles and shit like that. I'll be so lazy, I started pissing in the Gatorade bottles, right, and leaving it in my room.
Hell
So,
nah.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing this for a while, and then I will forget about the shit. I'll, like, tuck it behind, like, my door or some shit like that. And, like, after a while, I'll forget about it, and then come around, I'm wondering why my room's stinking and shit, and then I see the shit, damn pissed and turned to jello and shit. And so my mom, she found out, and she was like, all right, you too grown for this shit, you too big for this shit. If I catch another piss bottle in this room, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. So I stopped doing it for a while and everything. And then it was just one night I really had to do it. Like, I couldn't make it to the restroom. You know how you wake up in the middle of the night and your piss just about to come out? So I just got the nearest jug to me. I pissed in a bottle. And my stupid ass, I think I was having sleep when I did it. So I set the piss jug on top of my dresser. So I wake up in the morning. My mom, she come in the room. She's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, oh, shit. And she was like, let me see, it better not be no piss in that jar. So I get out like, no, it's apple juice, it's apple juice. And then like, I'm not gonna lie, she was like, this is apple juice, drink that hoe. I was like, that's a dilemma, cause I ain't want to get my ass beat, so I ain't gonna lie, Hunter, I took a little sip of that bitch. I said, look, it's apple juice like I told you. She left out the room. I start throwing up and shit. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, man.
And from that day, I ain't do that shit no more.
That'll break you, man. Shit.
Yeah.
This nigga here, man. Beyond the funny nigga that look. Shame on you for that, but hey, at least you got to have, at least you ain't still doing it, goddamn. Oh, man. So drop it for the people, man. What is coming out? Let the people know, man.
Oh, yeah. New comedy video on Instagram for my story. June 1st, called Back in the Day. I'm talking about everything that you grew up with, everything that you've been through.
Yeah. And if y'all don't know, the Instagram name is the same as the YouTube name, so ain't no excuses.
That ain't Beyond the Funny Nigga.
Already. Man, look, I don't even want to ask how that whole ordeal tastes. I'm just gonna leave that alone. But yeah, babe, don't do that no more, man.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's a bit beyond, man. I appreciate your call, man.
All right.
That's funny. Man, that shit said there a long time if the piss turned to jello. Melanin, what's the motherfucking deal? Professor Trill, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, but we were talking about Tiffany and right before Kenneth called, and he was, she, like I say, to me, she's basically a modern black woman in blackface. That's what it is. I mean, she's playing that role, that pushing that stereotype, and that's what her whole deal is. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we have calling into the den this evening?
Man, what's happening, Honcho? It's Rabbit.
Rabbit, what's going on in your world, Mr. Rabbit?
I'm suffering from allergies.
Suffering
right
succotash?
Hmm?
Nothing. Suffering from allergies. So what's going on with the allergies, man?
Man, I got cases. Sore throat, runny nose, sometimes stuffy nose. And, yeah, man, it hasn't been fun.
Nah, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. That sounds like the AIDS. I'm fucking
Yeah.
with you. I'm just fucking with you, man. I gotta give you a hard time, Dr. Rabbit. Nah, but okay. So how long have you been dealing with this? I said, how long have you been dealing with this?
For like, for just the weekend. Like, so on Friday night, I had a theater performance,
Yeah.
and I was probably in the best show that was performed out of all three of them. I was in the first one, and yeah, on Saturday I woke up sore throat, and I woke up, and every time I swallowed, like it didn't feel like it was going down. It felt like it was just staying there. It was like I was just sitting there like, what's going on? So yeah, and then throughout the day, my nose started getting stuffy. I'm like, of course, it figures.
You know what? You know what happened. I'm gonna tell you why you got sick. I figured it all out. I mean, y'all, just in this little time that you've shared this with me. See, it was the theater performance. You out in there throwing in Bibles. This is God punishing you for your behavior. So you got sick for tossing Bibles across the room, and now you have to suffer for it. You have to pay for your sins.
I think bottles across the road.
Bibles. Didn't you say that you were throwing Bibles the other day? That y'all were throwing a Bible for a theater performance?
That was rehearsals. That wasn't an actual performance because we couldn't find a book. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear.
No, I was making a joke about your situation, Dr. Ray. But go ahead.
But actually, uh, you know what I'm grateful for?
What are you grateful for? Tell me. I'd like to know.
Man, I'm grateful for being born in the early 2000s
Okay. Why is that? What is so significant about the early 2000s that make you grateful for that?
because I was born at a time where technology was still, I guess you could say in the development. I was born in October of 2003, and I think by the time the first iPhone ever came out, I was like 3, and that was like in 2007. So
That makes me
yeah,
feel
I
so
was able
old.
to.
That makes me feel so old. I was 18 in October 2003. I was committing sins in October of 2003 of the worst kind with somebody's daughter, with multiple people's daughters. That's a throwback. But carry on.
Anyways, I'm glad I was able. I'm glad I was able to watch watch the technology grow, and I think I was just glad. I was just glad I was able to go with it and see how it evolved, and just see the wonders of what it would become.
Well, I would agree with you on most of that because I feel like you know me because I say the same thing that I feel like I'm happy where I was born because I was 18 right on the cusp of that technological transition that the world went through, that big swift change. But I'm gonna be honest
Yeah,
with you, you missed out on the best part because you weren't around for the Nintendo 64. So I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. You missed out on the greatest system of all time.
yeah, man. That's dunk. But hey, at least at least my parents bought me a Wii, and I was able to play Nintendo 64 games on that, and I'm forever grateful about that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of my Wii, man, it can't read discs anymore.
You've been
So it,
abusive. You've been abusive to the Wii.
what?
Have you been abusive to the Wii?
No. Why would I? No.
Hey man, some gamers are abusive to their games. You know what I mean? And so, are you a controller thrower?
Am I what?
Are you a controller thrower?
The controller so
Like when you
no.
get angry when you lose, do you throw and or break controllers, maybe possibly destroy televisions?
No. I've never destroyed a television because I'm not that stupid. Actually, no. I shouldn't say that because I'm not really as competitive.
Not competitive. Okay.
Okay, that didn't. Okay,
I
again,
mean,
that
nothing
didn't
wrong with
sound.
it. If you're not a competitor, I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with that. No, I'm just reiterating what you said. There's nothing wrong if you're not a competitive person. I think competition is good personally, but if you're not, I mean, you're not. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't a TV smasher. Uh, never. I don't think I was ever a controller thrower. Maybe some instances, but nah. But
Okay.
yeah, man, the Wii, my Wii can't read discs anymore, and if that happens, then it's useless.
That's tough. That is tough. You might want to have
Yeah,
to consider what's the new Nintendo thing? Everybody fuck with the Switch.
the Nintendo Switch. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not even a bit big. I haven't fucked with a Nintendo system probably since the 64. Honestly, didn't fuck with GameCube. Didn't fuck with the Wii. Um, but the Switch actually does look kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? So,
it does. It really does. But I'm ending this call, but I gotta tell you all something.
wow, what you got?
So I found this meme, and the caption read, "Today's 3-year-olds can switch to apps on their favorite laptops and tablets."
Yeah.
And the reason why this hit close to home because there was another caption that said, "Me, when I was 3, I ate mud," and it shows a picture of a baby with mud on his face, and I felt like I felt like to myself, I was like, I don't think that can be more relatable.
Yeah. Dr. Rabbit, I I value you as a member of the den, but sometimes I still wonder if you eat mud.
Hell no.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man. But I could agree with that. But that's a bet, man. Anything else you want to add there, Dr. Rabbit? Mr. Rabbit, you lost your credentials, so Mr. Rabbit, I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen at the den, have a good night.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your call.
Already.
Shout out to Mr. Rabbit. Let me cut the ringer off. I know this should be, man. They fuck with me, so I know I fucks with y'all. The N64 was a game changer, man. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that PlayStation had over N64 was the fact that the audio was better because it was on CDs. One player RPGs. Man, what is your let's everybody drop their favorite game. Modern or old. I don't know the old school. Old school game, I ain't gonna lie. If we want to talk old school, we want to talk about like 16-bit, 8-bit. Man, Jay Dizzle said something the other day when he talked about that Excite Bike. I forgot. That's like the only game I did actually build tracks and shit on. But as far as like PC game and Age of Empires, that shit used to be my shit. That used to be my shit, man. Street Fighter was dope. Play games, man. Look, I'm talking about my uncle, he bought me a Game Boy for Christmas and stole off on it. Said, nigga, I don't play no motherfucking games. Nigga, I'm real, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah, that's back in the gap. Like now, because I was fucking with that Assassin's Creed last night, and I'm just looking at the guts and gore and the blood and everything. And I remember when that was a deal back in the day, because on Sega you could have the blood code on Mortal Kombat, and then Super Nintendo they didn't have the blood. You know what I'm saying? But Street Fighter was so much better on Super Nintendo compared to Mortal Kombat on Street Fighter on Sega because of the 3 buttons. But yeah, what were we talking about? Tiffany Haddish, and how she's technically tripping. Like, I mean, my thing is this. Can you be mad, right, when she's one of the most popular black actresses? I won't say black comedians because she's not really a great comedian, but she is a popular black actress. Well, then can you be mad when people label and stereotype, black people in a certain way when the thing that we promote the most are the Medeas, the Tiffany Haddishes, the people who, portray us in a certain light? Can you be upset that that's what people, see and relate to then? If that's what that's what we constantly pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, niggas ain't everywhere all over the country. Some people don't really interact with black folks like that, but that's what you see all the time. That's what you're gonna think. You know what I'm saying? I'd see. Look, some of y'all youngsters don't need to know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that hide and go get it. That was the hood version. Um, you know, Battleship the board game, Crash Bandicoot was live. It was live. Oh, he went back and left Sir Broderick of House Brooks. I'm glad Game of Thrones. I'm glad it's over. I don't want to hear nothing about no Game of Thrones no more. Glad it's done, over and done with. I hope any spinoff that they have is terrible. No, but that's just kind of my thing with the Haddish thing. What I was speaking of something else too. I was talking about, fuck, I forgot his name. Offset and the slavery thing, which is whatever. But what's sad is that these are the people that the kids look up to. We look up to entertainment. I mean, that's been a thing for a long time, but a guy like Robert Brooks comes in, pays off all the Morehouse, student loans. That's gonna be forgotten tomorrow. I already told y'all how a motherfucker was out there unappreciated. Well, he is a billionaire. He should. That's not even a kind gesture. People are hating on that shit. Like, this motherfucker don't have to do a motherfucking thing for you. He don't have to. He can keep all his fucking money. And motherfuckers would complain about that he paid off. Like, how do you complain that this man paid off people's college loan? You'll sit there and complain about, oh, I'm gonna be in debt forever. I'm gonna be in debt for this, this, and this. But then a man came through and did that. Oh, that's not good enough because he's a billionaire. Wow. Unappreciative motherfuckers. That's why I say, man, look, I do for mine. I can't just and I have no problem. Again, I've done some that pay it forward shit from time to time. It's been a while since I have, but motherfuckers are so unappreciative these days for everything. They have these expectations, this fucking entitlement. People just want to complain. I really think that's what it is. There was something else that took place today or recently that I want to speak on and I forgot about it. Have y'all seen, speaking of Teddy, this had nothing to do with Teddy Ruxpin, but have y'all seen the new Chucky? The new Chucky looks like fucking Tom Cruise. Like, I seen one little scene where they kind of just briefly showed his face. That little motherfucker looks like Tom Cruise. He looks weird. The new Chucky himself just looks weird. Like, old Chucky, that motherfucker looked a little scary. The new Chucky just looks like, looked like a pedophile doll. Like, it looked just like some old weird shit. The new Chucky sucks. I don't know if the movie gonna be good or what, but it just looked like, it looks terrible. The new Chucky looks terrible. Like, I'm looking at the face, looks real weird. It just, I don't know, man. It's odd, man. It was real odd. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. Which gave us and that's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers are ungrateful. Like, they see what it is. What I've realized is, TR, what's the motherfucking deal? Culture, what's the motherfucking deal? I know people want someone to come in, swoop them up, save them from all the mistakes that they make, so they can push the reset button and then continue making the same fucking mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. But these are the same people who will praise everything Jay and Beyonce do. Are they going out and paying off student loans? I'm not saying that they ain't doing nothing for nobody, but this man, and again, Robert Smith, this is a nigga, a black man. You know what I'm saying? Self-made, billionaire. No entertainment, no nothing. What he did ain't good enough. He got to make a song about it? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what else does he have to fucking do? Certain people complaining because he got a white wife. Like, what does that have to do with anything, man? What does that have to do with any fucking thing? Like, it all of this stuff, it bothers me. People will find a problem with you. And that's why I say, man, that's why when Kenneth comes, I say, man, fuck it. Do what the fuck you want to do, man. Like, fuck them people, man. Fuck motherfuckers. Because somebody gonna find a reason to hate on you no matter what. No matter what. Hell yeah, it's too much to ask, goddamn. You made the mess, you gotta clean that shit, right? Say Michael Myers, man. Man, how they done made the same Halloween like 15 times. There's so many damn Halloween movies. I don't even know what's a sequel, what's a remake, what's a fucking, I don't even know. I think Michael just be sliding up on that. Michael's physics are what confused me. This motherfucker just be slow boogie like all day. You know what I'm saying? Slow boogie the whole movie. And then, I mean, you break on this nigga, you be gone. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the camera ain't on Michael, this nigga running like a 4-3. He trying to catch up, man. But when the camera on, that nigga just be strolling. And then they can pop up on a motherfucker, he just be on that ass. Like, Michael Myers is always perplexed me because that motherfucker just be, he just, I don't, you know, I don't know. I'm surprised they ain't remade a Candyman. I'm waiting on that. They need to remake a Candyman. I'm looking at it, and I'm going to say something after this call. Now I'm gonna upset some people because I've been on an old school rewatch with the family. Let me tell y'all something. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Honcho, what's the motherfucking deal, bro? You
Man,
already know who it is.
Edwin, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind this evening, Edwin?
Shit, I'm just calling in, nigga. What's the conversation about?
Man, we're
I
talking
don't even know
about,
what the convo about.
instead of really doing confessions tonight, I wanted to kind of change it up and talk about blessings, gratitude, shit that we're happy about. But you know how the den goes, man, whatever's on your mind. But just, you know, just things that we're grateful for, you know, happy about when you wake up, you know, things that you're happy to have, you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Okay, all right. Well, for starters, I just wanna say that my family is probably the most thing I'm grateful for. So, I mean, it should be like that for everybody. But yeah, that's what I mean, man. I'm just grateful because we dealing with a lot of shit. Me and my old lady and shit. We dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and then my daughter's having some issues as well. So I mean, I'm just happy that the family we still united. You know, we may get on each other's nerves, but we still united. And we still pressing forward. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Good.
So, but yeah, things could be worse though. But shit, I mean, can't really dwell on it too much though. I told you I recently became unemployed, so I've been on I really just been hustling, doing little odd jobs and shit. And so yeah, man, I'm just grateful for that, man. I'm grateful that I still got a roof over my head and I still got the fam.
Yeah.
So, cause I know I probably ain't been the best man I can be, you know. And so and that's motivation to do better. If I know I could do better, you know, then I just gotta do better. So you know, like your grandma will tell you, you know, son, if you know better, you gotta do better. So I know damn well I can press harder. So, but that's about it, man. I don't really have a lot to be grateful for. I'm a simple ass dude, man. So as long as I got my fam, a handful of niggas, that's about it, man. I'm good. Gucci.
Yeah, exactly, Gucci. So I seen you say N64 was the GOAT, man. What was your game on the 64, man?
Man, there's so many goddamn good games on that system, Honcho.
Yeah,
like my favorite games were really the games I could play with my brothers and sisters. Because we really couldn't play. I had such a big ass household, man. I had like seven, 8 siblings. There was a whole bunch of us, and you wasn't finna be able to play the game by yourself. That just wasn't gonna happen. And so the only way I would be able to play the game by myself is when I woke up early in the morning, early. And yeah, but now my favorite game, man, it's really a toss up, man. It's like GoldenEye's up there.
Yeah.
Ready to Rumble boxing, that was my shit. That's up there too.
That was live, man.
You had that Super Smash Brothers. Oh man, we used to go to war on that motherfucker right there. Let me see. And that No Mercy, the wrestling game. Oh man.
Hey, the WCW, all that, man, them hoes was the livest, man. Look, I used to be fucking that controller up trying to get up off the bat.
That WCW, that what? I'm talking about. I used to love that shit. I used to play with that. What's that dude? Psychosis.
Yeah, hey, man, what? I mean, Psychosis was a lot. People would sleep on Psychosis.
Man, that was my favorite character on that hoe.
Yeah, Psychosis used to go hard on that bitch, man.
What? Yeah. Nigga, I'm telling you. Damn, bro. The 64 was the one though, but Let me see what else I played on there. It was that Zelda game, bro. That Zelda game was the truth. That Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I actually pre-ordered that. I got the little gold cartridge. Yeah,
Yeah, man, that game was so goddamn long. No, that was so hard and long. I don't think I ever beat that game as a kid.
Yeah,
But I remember playing the shit out that hoe, running around that feet, riding that horse. That hoe was the truth.
yeah.
That game right there, that one, I ain't gonna lie, that game right there was like actually the first open world game, bro. If you honestly think about it, that was really the first open world game I remember playing. At least that and GTA, but yeah, shit, nigga, yeah, 64 was the GOAT, and then the PS2, nigga, the PS2 was just the shit, nigga. Remember the games on that hoe?
Man, see, I ain't never fuck with I've never really fucked with the PS until like PS3. I had partners that had PS2s. I kind of fuck with it here and there, but I really wasn't on the PlayStation super tough. Like I said,
You must have been on that Xbox.
Yeah. I went from 64 to Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And then Xbox 360
okay.
and all that. So I ain't never really fucked with the PS2 super tough.
Yeah, see, when we had a Nintendo 64 in the household, we also had a PlayStation in the household too. So, I mean, we had both of the systems. So, and on PlayStation, nigga, I used to play that Metal Gear, and there was a whole bunch of games on that Crash, that Spyro.
Yeah.
But on the PS2, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, you missed out on some good games. But on the PlayStation 2, nigga, that was some hell of a good games. And then you had, did the Xbox have NFL Street and NBA Street and all that?
Oh, yeah. I used to fuck with them hoes super tough, man.
Oh, man, them hoes, boy.
Yeah, they need to bring the street games back. Them hoes was live. Blitz was live.
Hey, bro, I was just talking about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like but that's what I'm saying. But now, because they don't want all the big hit type shit no more. Because that's the NFL fault with all that nonsense. But yeah, I remember like Blitz used to be super throw to me. NFL Street, NBA Street, them motherfuckers used to be doing some more off the wall shit. Yeah, that shit used to be
like Blitz. You remember NFL Blitz?
Yeah. That was my shit. NFL Blitz was like one of my. We used to go hard on that bitch all day. That hoe used to
Man,
cheat a little bit, but we was like
all them late hits and shit.
Yeah, straight up, piling on niggas and shit. Yeah.
Real talk. And then you can put all them little codes in. You get like unlimited turbo and big heads and all that shit.
Man, what happened to codes like that? Remember, like there was a point in time like where all the games had that shit. It started like with NBA Jam. You had a big heads. You had like the different
Jam.
and then like Donkey Kong mode and all that kind of weird. Like I remember.
They don't do none of that shit no more, huh?
Nah, you don't see no weird codes like that no more.
The only game that still really got cheat codes, nigga, is GTA. I don't see really no other games, because remember back in the Gap, you can get that damn Game Shark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember Game Shark. I remember Game Jam.
Man, I had that game. I had that Game Shark. I got them had that Final Fantasy, nigga. I had everything on that hoe.
Yeah.
That Game Shark was clutch. I ain't gonna lie. I remember that bitch. Nigga, what? It's funny because my partner had one and we were just passing that whole around, nigga. Like, from one homeboy to the next.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's wild. But I see somebody talking about they need to bring back the remodel PS2 game. But I heard that they say on the next system, everything's supposed to be back compatible on the next PlayStation. I think they supposed to PS5 or whatever. They said that everything's supposed to be reverse compatible or whatever, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Right, yeah, backwards compatible, that'd be dope, man. But that shit next year, man. The PS5's coming out next year. I was shocked. I was like, damn, because to me it still feels kind of soon. Like my PS4, like I've had it for a while, but I don't know. It just feels too soon.
Yeah. Man, I see somebody say Streets of Rage. I know on Xbox you can go back and download. I got Streets of Rage on the Xbox. I was me and Shaq Kush were playing that shit the other day. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be honest though, because it just seemed like Xbox doing some suspect ass shit. I might jump to the PlayStation gang in the next generation. Originally I was gonna fuck with the PS4, but then most of the people I knew had Xbox, so I'm like, fuck it, I fuck with the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And
hey man, you sleep, Honcho. There's so many good exclusive games. I'm talking about exclusives. I mean, you can't play that shit on no Xbox.
Yeah.
So many good exclusives to come out on this generation of PlayStation, bro, for the PS4. So many good exclusives, bro. I'm talking about, I could just go down the list, bro.
Yeah, because they got all the Japanese shit, man. The Japanese, they was making them throw-ass games, and Xbox don't want to reach out. They just want to stick to this old American shit. That shit be boring as hell, man.
Some of these Americans been stepping it up though. Like you got like Naughty Dog, the motherfuckers that make Uncharted and
Yeah,
Last of Us.
yeah.
Nigga,
Okay.
they be coming with it.
See, now I
Like
didn't know they made last,
it's
but
a,
I remember Naughty Dog because I played that Uncharted. That's why I fucked with that PS3. That fucking Uncharted shit was dope.
man, Uncharted is cold, nigga. Them are all PlayStation games. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you get with PlayStation. You get them cold ass adventure games.
Yeah.
Cold ass adventure games.
Say, what's up with the controller, Jay? You said the new controller's gonna be crazy. Man, that's my thing though. Is the controller seems to get smaller and smaller. That's the shit I hate about that shit. Let me see.
Oh yeah, a lot of people do complain about the size of the controller.
Yeah. See, like this is the Xbox controller right here. This shit I don't like this shit. Be palming this up, fucking want to throw this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Okay. Oh, damn, it was something else. I was just about that. Then I got distracted grabbing that fucking controller. Damn.
Yeah, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Honcho. You should go and get you one though, man. The PlayStations is cheap right now.
Yeah.
Get you a Pro. We'll get you like a Pro for like $200, $200 with some games already and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I would do. There's some good ass games on that PlayStation.
I might have to take it, but I see they saying that Xbox and PlayStation, they're supposed to team up for that, cross-platform gaming, especially with the shit that's coming out from Google. And so
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
I've heard they're gonna do some online thing though. That's the thing they're talking about where they're gonna be able to play for PS4 users will be able to play online against like Xbox users if it's the same game.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be dope. Like 2K or whatever, and Black Ops or whatever, Call of Duty and all that shit.
Yeah, see, that niggas ain't
that'd
gonna have no
that'd
excuse.
Be pretty cool.
Niggas ain't gonna have no excuse. Well, see, if you was on that Xbox or if you was on that PlayStation, see, nah, nigga, well, let's.
Oh yeah, niggas always throw that around like, man, you got an Xbox, nigga, just come on.
Yeah.
Niggas always throw that around like, you lucky, man. You lucky you ain't got no PlayStation, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, we good now, nigga. What you mean?
Yeah, there gonna be no excuses now, shit.
Yeah, see, man, I heard a bunch of people talking about that last, but that's the thing too. That I can't lie, that does too, because like I said, I like a good adventure game. I like a good story-driven game, more so like it doesn't have to be great in action. I mean, I like good action and everything, but I like a good story-driven game. If the story is good, I'll fuck with that shit. Like that's what I say. I mean, I don't really fuck with. That's why I like the Call of Duties at first. I'd actually be like the only person I knew who'd actually play the story of the Call of Duties. They'd be like, nigga, what story? There's a story on this shit? Niggas just go straight to the multiplayer. But I'd actually play the stories on Call of Duty because the stories were good. And once I heard they got rid of them, I'm like, man, fuck all that. I mean, that's cool, but I'm all good on that shit, man. But
hell yeah.
Shit, lady, let's get that Game Pass. You can still play Halo. I got Halo. The Master Chief Collection. You got 1, 2, 3, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all on Game Pass. So you can play all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. The best one. The I ain't gonna say the best one, but my favorite one was the Halo 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was my shit. But shit, Honcho, I'm finna goddamn finna pull up to my girl's job and pick her up.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm finna go ahead and in the car, man. She probably finna come in here and be complaining I'm on the phone.
That's a bit one. You know what? Send our love to Miss Edwin. You know what I'm saying? And tell her that the Den. We appreciate it. Holding it down, man. We love you, Mr. Edwin, and I appreciate you calling in, man.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. I wish I could call in as usual as I used to, but I can't, man. I goddamn. Yeah, man, shit is a little different right now.
Man, handle your business, man. We ain't mad at you. We got love for you, man.
Oh yeah. All right, but I'm gonna go and chime in, man. I'm gonna be listening.
All right, that's a bet.
All right, bro.
All right. Man, shout out to Edwin, man. Y'all know the Den fuck with Edwin tough, man. Well, like I say, when I get back, when I do actually engage again, I might have a special Den meeting just for the partakers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have a Den men's meeting. We're gonna have a special Den just for the partakers, baby. But all of y'all, man, I don't want y'all to think I fuck with all of y'all, so I don't want to think y'all playing no favorites or nothing like that. I fucks with all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue with any of y'all. Yeah, that's what people got angry with me, man. They got angry with me about the Malaysia book because I did a video on that about it was called Transgender Fender Bender. And they were upset with me about that video because look, man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not into that pronoun stuff. I'm not into all that. You know, you're entitled to feel how you want to feel, but I don't feel like you can make somebody else say some shit that they don't necessarily believe in. Now, I think it was fucked up that they ended up jumping them, but you know, I don't necessarily think it was a hate crime because if you look at that video in the beginning, Malaysia was like out there cussing and making kind of a big scene. You know, niggas, when you start issuing out challenges and shit, you know, it's always gonna be that one nigga ain't got shit to do with himself. Gonna fucking fuck it. Let me go ahead and make a show, especially if you're in the hood. You already know how that shit gonna go. And then I think everybody else just got in on it. You know, and somebody was talking about, oh, a bunch of them niggas DL and this, and I wouldn't doubt it. You know, it's a bunch of suspect niggas out there. But my thing is now, if they beating up every transgender that walk on that area, then I say, okay, now we got something we got to question. But to me, you ran off from a hit and run. You know, that's gonna get motherfuckers fired. You know, niggas love their cars. What is it? What we say? What Kanye say? If you don't got a brand, if you don't got land, you'll love a brand. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I'm definitely gonna follow up because I just saw that like right before the stream. Somebody said that Malaysia got killed, and they came back. The same motherfucker, like I was saying, was talking shit about. But yeah, that's what I say. I just found out. Like somebody like right before the stream was talking about, oh, you know, they came back to the video. See, you was so rude in this video, yada yada yada. But this is the same motherfucker told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and I asked him, okay, well, you seem like you close to the story, and then you know, hit me with the information. Like I said, I have no problem correcting myself. I have no problem correcting myself if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But then this motherfucker, oh, I'm too busy to do this and this, and then you come back to the video, you know, several weeks later after all that shit, and now it's a problem. You know, now I'm the problem. I'm sitting there saying like, why didn't you hit me to it when you said you had all this information? Oh, now you was all of a sudden too busy, this, that, and the third. So, you know, don't come attacking me on some shit. I didn't shoot it. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
So you telling me that I can play PS2 games on a PS5 supposedly?
That's what they saying. That's what the rumor is. What's the motherfucking deal, D-Love? What's on your mind, baby? You excited about the PS5?
Man, look, I'm gonna play that right now. Like, yeah, forget waiting until next year. I'm gonna go to my mama. I'm gonna have her slap me into the middle of next week, over and over again until we get to 2020. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to do that anyway because that's when my freaking contract expires. But yeah, man, Hunter. I mean, if that's the case, then I mean, there's a lot of childhood games that I ain't even get to finish yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So, which game did you not finish that you missed the most?
I mean, this might seem a little corny, but there was a SpongeBob game that came out that I had that I never even got to finish because I couldn't figure out. I had an IQ at the time, you know what I mean? But I mean, some of the games that I played, because you know them, no, they had a SpongeBob movie, and they also made a game, you know, of the same version. And then I also played. There was a couple of Simpsons games. There was the Simpsons Hit and Run, the Road Rage, and the Simpsons game, because you know they had a Simpsons movie, so they made the Simpsons game and shit like that. But, I don't know, Hunter. We seen like there's a lot of difference between age when it comes to that too. So I mean, your taste in games might be different from mine.
Okay, I mean, a good game is a good game. I can't hate on a good game. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I was just in that chat talking about Super Monkey Ball. I mean, that was a good game as well. And I played that game when I was in the second grade, and the nostalgia hit me when I was in the fourth grade. So I mean, it's been a long time.
Okay. So what is your preference of type of game? Are you a competitive gamer? Are you more of a solo gamer, adventure? You know, Ray said I saw you mentioned Simpsons Hit and Run. Like, what is your favorite preference of game?
As far as the kind of gamer I am, I get competitive because mostly I play Street Fighter, Street Fighter 5 and stuff like that. You know, when I first got Street Fighter, I used to play it with the family. We used to play for fun, but then I started playing online, and I started getting competitive. So I mean, I do get angry when I feel like some BS go down. You know what I mean? No, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not crazy. I don't punch the screen and harm people and nothing like that. I don't even throw the controller. I just get, and I just be like, really, like seriously. But
So
but I'm
favorite,
more into fighting games. If that's what you was asking.
okay. So what is your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time? Is that even a fair question?
No, it's not a fair question. I'm trying to put the pressure
No,
on
okay,
you.
but man, man, you got me thinking. My favorite game of all time would have to be Sonic Unleashed. I got that game for my 11th birthday. What's that? My birthday actually, and 10 years later, I'm still playing that game. I went through it like 20 times and stuff like that. But it had to be Sonic Unleashed.
Okay, okay. Sonic Unleashed. What was Sonic Unleashed about? I remember the title, but I don't think I played it.
No, probably not. So basically, there's like two variations of Sonic. Sonic the little fast hedgehog. So during the night, he becomes like a warhog. He becomes like a buff version of himself. You just go around
Sonic on
fighting
steroids.
enemies.
Ain't that a bitch?
Huh?
Sonic on steroids. Ain't that a bitch?
Pretty much, yes. And during the day, he go back to his original form.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy playing Sonic because it's part of my childhood, but that hedgehog pissed me off. It's like, dude was just too freaking fast to control.
No.
And I stopped like 5 seconds in advance, and he still slide off the cliff. It gets really annoying.
Okay. So his control is a little bit different.
But what kind of games you into, Honcho?
Man, like I said, I like a good adventure game. Like I said, it's about the story to me. Like I said, that's why I fuck with the Halos originally. They had a decent story. I don't think I played 4 or 5 though. And I vaguely remember the story. It's been so long since I really fucked up. I actually started playing the original one again, but I haven't really got too far into it. But like I said again, just a good story as long as it's. I don't mind a puzzle based game too much, as far as not like the whole thing, but like adventure slash. But like I said, that Uncharted was cool. I know some of them new the new. I'm sorry, I see that video finna get some it's finna get some dislikes, but like shit like that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been fucking with this Assassin's Creed, this new one. It's pretty cool. I fuck with RPG games to an extent. Like I don't like turn-based RPGs. Those to me is like, you know what I'm saying? I see female people talking about Madden. Like Madden, it just kind of got played out to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like they just rehashing the same game over and over, just changing the characters.
You like Halo? You say you like Halo?
Yeah, Halo. I fuck with Halo. Yeah.
Like it's like because I haven't played Halo in like years, but don't they take like more bullets than usual? They're like when you play Call of Duty. Like don't you got to shoot a person like 30 times or 50 times in order to kill them?
No, I don't think so. I think it depends on what gun you're using. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you get like lucky enough to just run up to them and knock them out with your arm. Then
Yeah, that's my shit right there. Yeah, stealing off on a nigga. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
I don't know. Man.
But like first person shooters are cool. Again, like I said, as long as they got a solid story to go with them. I'm like I said, I'm more story based than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really watch a lot of movies. I got to talk about that in a second. But so I'd rather have control of shit. And so with a movie, you just got to follow it whatever they give you. At least I'd like to play the shit. If it's a good story, I can shit that gives you choices. I like games that have alternative endings depending on how you play. Stuff like that. That's kind of how that's kind of how I rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, cause when they make a movie and then they make a game, based on the movie, you get a different adventure and stuff like that. I play Madden too, in case I want to get that work, but that's besides the point.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
say,
stop playing. I'm trash. I'm trash when I'm playing around. But I mean, y'all can still get to work.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah.
no, that's all I want to. Yeah, no, that's it for me.
All right.
I
So
wanted to go over it.
did you ever send the keyboard home?
Did I ever do what, Hunter?
Did you ever send the keyboard?
Oh, no, I haven't even told my parents yet. But I'm not gonna send that home until I actually, get out the military, and I actually have to ship everything home.
Yeah.
Because that's a big keyboard. I can't. I mean, if I send that home, that's just. But speaking of going home, I might be on leave soon. So about this meet and greet that should be taking place in November.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I got the. I'm gonna bring the Hennessy. I got the Ciroc, like whatever. Yeah, I should.
Oh, okay. So somebody tell you, look, you trying to get loaded. I told you, I'm gonna go out there. Like I'm only drinking one drink the whole time I'm out there. I'm gonna just sip it slow the whole time I'm out there. Just make one big glass till the ice melt.
Y'all like
Everything.
red wine?
Yeah, I'm not much of a wine person.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but we gotta be careful because some of y'all might be crazy. Some of y'all might be crazy, man.
Oh yeah, there's definitely everybody crazy. I'm approaching the event in my mind that everybody is a lunatic. I think the biggest of us we ain't got to worry about no more. But I feel like everybody has a little bit of a lunatic in them. If y'all fucking with the dead, we all a little crazy.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, y'all gonna have me. I know y'all gonna have me going to church the very next morning.
Well, I might have a church in one of them casinos. Shit. You gotta go. People in there praying to hit the jackpot or something.
Yeah, but I heard you. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Let somebody else get off.
Okay, all right, D-Love, man. I appreciate the call, man.
I appreciate it, Hershey.
All right. Shout out to D-Love, man. See, but y'all, the game y'all sleeping on, man, on PlayStation that went fed, man, Parappa the Rapper. I don't care what y'all said. I was the coldest nigga on Parappa the Rapper. I used to be going in that little freestyle mode. That nigga just used to be saying all kind of off the wall shit. Parappa the Rapper sound like how nigga, like when you in the freestyle mode, that's how niggas rap today. You know what I'm saying? That's how these new age niggas, that's how they sound. That nigga Parappa had bars though, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't fuck with Parappa. Well, it should be niggas be turning up in church. They just keep turning up going. They said, normally I don't do this, but keep the party going. You know what I'm saying? Parappa was the demo game. Shit, I ended up fucking with the whole thing, man. That hoe was live. That hoe was cool with me. But I was saying something, man. I said I was gonna make this comment, and I don't care what nobody think. If y'all got a problem with it, we can fight. All right. We can fight in Vegas, we can fight in Houston, wherever y'all want to fight, we can fight about it. I don't give a damn what nobody says. So lately, me and the fam been on the little one I like to introduce to the old movies and stuff. I told y'all a while back we watched The Last Dragon, and she loved that. But we've been watching, we saw Black Panther and all that when it came out in the theaters and stuff. But we've been watching Blade lately, right? So last week we watched Blade, the first one. Today we watched Blade 2. Blade was colder than Black Panther. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. If y'all want that smoke, you know what I'm saying, look, put an address on that shit. Blade was colder than motherfucking me, Black Panther. And if y'all want smoke, I'm with that shit. That nigga was, Blade was slept on, man. That nigga, he had that, had the thirst. I ain't tripping on that nigga. You all good, man. You have a good evening, though. That nigga was cold-blooded, but once he hit that motherfucking blood, it was over with. They thought that nigga was done. You know what I'm saying? If that motherfucker hit that motherfucking blood, shit. Blade was a motherfucking beast, man. So, shit, y'all can say what y'all want to. Motherfuckers act like Blade ain't exist. That nigga was that nigga was that nigga, man. Really? He said he regrets doing Blade? Wonder why. See, Blade, Wesley always had them crazy ass fucking haircuts. The Blade haircut was crazy as shit, had that little ramp. Then fucking, what was the other one, man? What was the other one? The fucking, Demolition Man. I gotta put that on the list. I ain't seen Demolition Man in a minute. But yeah, he always had some old crazy ass little haircuts, man. That's the funny shit about it. Yeah, you know, man, Wesley was an underrated. See, I'm gonna have to bring back some old Kush Den topics. We did a Kush Den on we rated black actors, and Wesley might have been one of the most versatile black actors that he just gets slept on, most underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker played the dope dealer, the kingpin. That motherfucker played the cross dresser. This motherfucker was all kind of action heroes. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was the bad guy. That motherfucker played a whole bunch of shit. Like Wesley had a lot of variety in some of his shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they need to bring that shit back. They need to bring fucking. That's what they need to do. Like tomorrow, a new Blade. Spawn, they need another motherfucking Spawn. I know they said they were supposed to be working on the Spawn. I thought they said like Jamie Foxx or somebody, but I don't know, man. I don't know how you. Michael Jai White was perfect for fucking Spawn. I think that's a tough one to change up. You know what I mean? But what you talking about, Rashida? Talking about Whitney. What was Whitney? That was the Bodyguard. But I'm laughing because we in the conversation. I think when I was talking to Eric, we talked about games. Y'all in the chat talking about scary movies and shit. Now y'all hold on. Now y'all talk about the best R&B song. Man, look. I told y'all the other day. You know, whatever. About the Bluetooth somehow ended up on the other side of the room. We ain't gonna get into that. But you know, yeah, we had some old school on there, and I was just listening to. We were just listening. You know, he got some old school music, you know, setting the mood and all that shit. But my thing is, you listen to music back then and to now. Motherfucker, the music now is straight fucking music. It ain't no sensual nothing to it. It ain't no mood set. It ain't no, there is no, that's why ain't no foreplay, goddamn. Music now is straight fucking. See, back then it was foreplay music. You feel me? And songs sung by men were more romantic. Songs sung by women, they presented themselves from a more submissive way, but it was sensual, you know? Nowadays, it's man. Oh, did y'all see Slim Thug post, man? Slim Thug post something today, and he was not lying. He's talking about like now, you know, in the '90s, he was talking about the music that he grew up on, and I agree. You know, the men was always like, "Oh, fuck these hoes," you know, this, and this, and the women were singing the songs about love and all this shit. Now, or the rapping or whatever. Now the rappers is reversed. Rapping roles have reversed. All the niggas on some old simping ass love emo shit. And all the hoes, all the females are talking about, oh, fuck these niggas, fuck that. And it's like the niggas became on the hoe shit and the females became the niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what's in that? Ooh, Pleasure P. That nigga from Pretty Ricky? Pretty Ricky. You know what I'm saying? But who was that? Rex and Effect? I'm telling you, back in the gap, they had like the music back then was because every song didn't sound exactly the fucking same. You had to actually be original, have talent. You know, now motherfuckers don't want to take a risk on shit. They want to like you said, this fucking some old pre-programmed bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm not fucking with no Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky with that collar. I'm not finna do it. Can't do it. Ain't gonna do it. What was that, Room 112? But Silk went fed though. Silk, meeting in my bedroom, and I get, like I say, those of y'all who from the city, and y'all fuck with that Chop and Screw, when Swish House used to have them fuck action CDs. Man, look, Jack. Them hoes used to be holding. Meeting in my bedroom, Chop and Screw was that what I want to say that was either like fuck action, I want to say 22 or 24. I can't remember which one it was, but that was one of the best ones, man. That shit was great. But see, our youngsters don't know nothing about that right there. They ain't gonna listen to that shit. They gonna go listen to Cardi B. They gonna go listen to Cardi B say some more off the wall shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Silk. Yeah, that's Silk. Meeting in my bedroom. And what was the other one? Was Freaking You? No, who was Freaking You? Was Jodeci. What was the other one Silk had? Meeting in my bedroom, and it was another one they had on that same CD. Oh, nah, fuck Keith Sweat old begging ass. If You, yeah, there you go. If You, that's what the fuck. If You was, hey, that shit was much. I know when Dr. Red was talking about October 2003, being born. I told you I was sitting with somebody's daughter, or multiple people's daughters, but there was definitely some action that was had to them songs, right? But what that want to lick you up and down till you say stop. Man, motherfuckers, I'm telling you, they used to set the mood back then. Y'all don't know nothing about that there. Y'all don't know nothing about that there. Slick Rick, Children's Story, one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite fucking songs. I'm gonna have to bust out a Spotify playlist and put the link in the description. Adina Howard, Lady Listers was a freak. That's how you know. Talk about some t-shirt and panties. What's that other song she had? She had another song that was kind of popular. Let me see, Miss Bell took it back in the gap. So y'all really don't know nothing about that. Freak Like Me, yeah, that's what it was. Didn't Tevin used to take female hormones or something like that to try to keep his voice high or some shit? I heard there was I heard Tevin was on some weird shit. See, that's why I fuck with the Den. Cause just like I said, the conversation just be so random sometimes. Man, Mac Dre from Cali, man. Mac Dre had some interesting shit. I haven't got a Cali party. He'll put me on some Mac Dre. Let me see. Who else? Cause there's a lot of motherfuckers that's regional. That motherfucker, but you ain't fuck with such and such. But Mac Dre had some hits. Avant had, man, what was that? Was that rumor about Avant true? Because I know they were saying somebody was sick. Then somebody was talking about it was a rumor. And they were saying something Avant had, this was actually a couple of months ago, that he had only a couple of months to live or some shit like that. Had a music segment. Oh man, look, hey, shit, look, we talk about everything in here. Look, sometimes it's, shout out to 1676, like he said, sometimes the Den is a combination of the ratchet and the righteous. Sometimes we talk ratchet shit. Sometimes we gonna get a little righteous. We gonna kind of talk about, in a proper manner. But hey, we all got a little ratchet in us, And so sometimes we go talk about some crazy shit. Sometimes it's not safe for the kids' ears. Devin the Dude is the GOAT. Devin the Dude is the fucking GOAT. Precious, Blackavelli. Pressure had an old Super Simp song, Do Boy. I'm gonna be up like, I ain't finna be no goddamn Do Boy. Shit, fuck that. Darnell motherfucking Jones. Darnell Jones had that was Where I Wanna Be. That was a motherfucker. I'm surprised the CD still played that motherfucking song. I used to listen to that shit so much. 112, I'm a Player was an anthem for a young nigga, baby. That shit, girl, I thought you knew. That was a young nigga's anthem, baby. That I'm a Player was my shit. Let me jot that. I'm gonna have to bust out an old. Cause when the nigga was young, most of the niggas was still burning CDs and shit. So a nigga used to have his little mix CD and shit. Okay, this broad here, I'm gonna go ahead and play this CD. This chick over here, she gonna get this CD. You know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta know the ladies' personalities and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause some of them couldn't. I know that nobody would say it. Y'all all motherfucking me avoiding it because y'all don't want to sound fucked up. But let's be honest. Everybody in this motherfucker who was an 80s baby and back got down to R. Kelly. I don't care what the fuck you say. Don't give a shit what you say. Shit, 90s babies got down to R. Kelly. And it's a terrible thing to say right now. I know nobody exactly, Rashida. That's what I'm talking about, Rashida. Keep it real with them. They can say whatever y'all want to motherfucking say. It's so sad. So sad that motherfucker was a... Everybody got down to fucking R. Kelly, man. I nigga threw a whole after party just threw in there. What was that? Was that Chocolate Factory? Or one of them CDs that came out. Motherfucker just threw that whole motherfucking me, whatchamacallit. Now I don't listen to Nicki. Not a fan of Nicki, not a fan of Carl. I'm not really a fan of the whole overly made up super Barbie shit. Like I don't like all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even back in the Gap, when it was used to be like used to always argue Foxy Brown versus Lil Kim. Like, I was always a Foxy Brown fan. You know what I'm saying? Man, Genuine, look, they used to be trying to be in there dancing like Genuine and shit, uncoordinated like a motherfucker. 100% Genuine was a great CD, a great CD. John B was great. Who was that British nigga that came and went? He had like a one-hit wonder. Craig David or something like that. As yeah, they had Last Night. Yeah, I remember that shit. That niggas made shit seem like fucking seemed like it took you to it was a fucking spaceship. Seen the sun, the moon, with the oceans and the rivers. All of us say you ain't throwing that shit. Fuck the bullshit. Keep it real, man. Like it's. Man, I had a chick hit me the other day and tell me that she hated me after all this R. Kelly shit started happening because her first interaction on the physical nature, you know, the horizontal polka, was with me to R. Kelly. I want to say it was to the remix to Ignition. You know what I'm saying? And she was upset with me. Vegas, the weekend of the 8th. I've been bullshitting, but I'm gonna get all the information tomorrow. Shout out to Cartier. And K Grace gave me a couple of, so I'm gonna be checking with a couple of places and seeing what the best option is as far as rates and everything, getting a group rate. And then I don't think it's gonna be too bad though. You know, it's I don't know about people's flights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting there, but as far as some of the room rates I'm looking at, it ain't gonna be too bad for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at from Friday to Sunday rates. My plan is to try to slide out there on Thursday, get everything going beforehand. But like I said, I'll get all the information together. If you're in the Facebook group, make sure you slide in the chat. If you got Instagram and you plan on going to the Las Vegas meet and greet, let me know so I can add you to that. So that way everybody can kind of contribute their thoughts and ideas. So we can all speak on that, you know what I'm saying? So anybody who has input that they'd like to share, ideas, but like I said, it's a few real good ideas that got planned. And I'm more curious to know if y'all want to be more out on the scene or would y'all prefer more kind of kicking it, you know, maybe like I say as a group, or y'all trying to go out and do some stuff. I want to know how y'all feel because right now the plans are to have a couple of events maybe each night to go out and do some different things. And then, you know, that way not I know people want to be out and want to do stuff, you know, maybe may not want to be around each other all day, but you know. What was this shit, like 7 days or something? I forgot what this shit was, but yeah, you So like I said, I think Las Vegas is gonna be real nice. I think it's gonna be a cool deal. And so y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm rocking with Blade, Team Blade, nigga. Music Soul Child. Does he still make Music Soul Child? Had some great fucking music. You know what I'm saying? Great fucking music. Man, look, I'm not staying in the same room. The plan is to get, everybody in the same hotel, maybe get, some rooms together and everything, but I'm not finna stay in the same room with y'all. I ain't finna go down like that. Look, I fucks with y'all, but I ain't fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Word. Let me tell you something. That Method Man and Mary J. Blige, that's I don't even know what my top 10 list is. I couldn't just sit here and tell you I had a top 10 list. But that Mary J. and Method Man, You're All I Need is definitely in that motherfucking meat, in that mix. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it. What you mean you ain't finna make it, lady? Look, shit. You better pep out them pistachios. But like I said, I'll be honest, it's not it ain't too bad. June 27th better be on there. Let me see. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Who was that? Who sung Stranger in My House? You know what I'm saying? Music still makes sure, because music had some hits going on for it. Love was a great song. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and make a little playlist. Make a good old school R&B playlist to get some of you youngsters some game. What was another one? I think somebody mentioned D'Angelo. What was the song? How Does It Feel? That song was a winner. That was a panty dropper. $17. Let me see. I ain't talking about the goddamn video. But like I said, man, it was so much good music back then, man. Like it's the game to change. Like now, but y'all ain't gonna want to see that video. So I see this little gut. Like that shit gonna get low YouTube retention. It's gonna start off good till when they get to about a little below the chest, they gonna be like, oh, next video. Nah, you give me about you give me about another. What's this? May give me about to the end of June, then we might be talking about something. Charlie Wilson was called. You say you one generation behind? Shit, hey, look, trust me, I used to listen to all the old school shit too. Look, when the families used to have them kickbacks, motherfuckers playing spades and dominoes, barbecuing and shit. Nigga had to listen. They had no choice. But see, they used to be on Marvin Cease. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all want to know like the first song I remember learning all the lyrics to? Stroking by Clarence Carter. That's like, I used to be 5 or 6 years old singing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west, and I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. That shit. Hey, no, what the fuck this nigga was talking about, man? Candy liquor. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit, man. Look, y'all don't know nothing about that there. Yeah, Miseducated by Lauryn Hill was a great album. Great fucking album. Lauryn Hill was great. Now I seen when her and Nas came in concert last year. It was cool. But the thing about Lauryn Hill, when she performed, like she don't perform her songs normally, she like remix them. Cause she say she get tired of performing the same. She's like, I ain't coming for this remix shit. I want the goddamn song the way I heard it originally. That's the shit I want to hear. I don't want this new bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I want the original, real deal Lauryn Hill. I don't want this new creative endeavor that you own. I ain't come here for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, let me tell you something. I will fall for the Badu Voodoo. I don't care where that shit to. I don't know what's going on, what kind of magic coochie power she got. I just want to know. Give me like 3 minutes, maybe even 4. I don't know what she be doing to the niggas. That shit got to be on some other shit. She gotta have some type of magic something going on. You niggas fuck with Erykah Badu, they don't come back the same. They be on a whole different wavelength. You feel me? They be on some different shit. I'm trying to find out what that be like. What would that do? Nah, you hating. It's not old, we experienced. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I would put it. We experienced. India.Arie, what she had that, not the type of girl in the video, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't fuck with that Kai shit. God damn it. Hell no. Kai is out. But I think she got like a YouTube channel where she be out there talking crazy to motherfuckers and shit. The original Super Freak. Macy Gray, I like Macy Gray. Macy Gray was cool. You know what I'm saying? Macy Gray was cool. Man, hopped in the motherfucking time machine. UGK is UGK for life. That's all you gotta say about that. Look, UGK alumni, man, that's this shit. What you mean? UGK alumni, all the way. It's a stranger mouse to me around the Millsap. Okay. Man, look. Jot that down. I need to follow up on the Malaysia book story. And I definitely got to follow up on that. When crunk music was a thing. Man, look, I'm finna say some stuff that's may upset some folks. I don't give a shit because it's the truth. Atlanta had a role. Like, Atlanta just found what it is. Atlanta is mumble rap. That's where Atlanta originated. Everything else, Atlanta stole the style. Atlanta was doing crunk music. They stole that shit from Tennessee. That booty music they was on for a little bit, they stole that shit from Miami. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta's original sound is mumble rap. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. Tennessee started that crunk music shit. Like 3 6 and a bunch of them niggas up there, that was the original shit. You know, man, I was a super mystical fan back in the day. Man, hold on, not too much on that crunk music. Now, hold on, man, hold on. See, because what they did was Lil Jon took that shit and ran with it, and then, you know, a couple of other niggas did some shit with that shit. But Master P was shit. Master P gets slept on, and that's why I say, you know, from the South, niggas get slept on in the South. Master P was doing everything Jay-Z doing now a decade ago and some change, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, if he was in the club, crunk music was your shit in the club, man. That nigga used to get in the fights all the time on that shit. Yeah, P did it independent in the South way before niggas was even understanding what that was all about. What? Oh no, you like the only person I've ever heard say that. You like Silk the Shocker? Silk the Shocker was like, oh, maybe. I won't say he was on a couple of good songs. Nobody was ever checking for his verse. Who came out where stealing shit? Nobody was ever checking for a Silk the Shocker verse. But Silk the Shocker had a song with. Did anybody mention Montel Jordan? Oh, stop! Y'all just saying shit now. He stole shit from where? My thing is Montel Jordan. That song "Let's Ride." Oh yeah, Drake been stealing. Drake been stealing for a long time. His whole career is a theft, grand heist music. What P stole from Cali? Um, that Bay Area music, that hyphy shit, that shit weird to me, man. Like I said, I fuck with that Mac Dre shit. Because I had a partner put me on there. It was Mac Dre and something else he had put me on that was kind of jamming. Y'all niggas be out there with the what's his name? Sugar Free. Y'all be jamming that Sugar Free. E40 went hard though. I ain't gonna lie, E40 went hard. I fuck with E40. But that Let's Ride, I think Sister Shock was on there with Montel Jordan. That hoe used to jam. And I want to say he had a song with Maya or something like that. That went hard. You know what I'm saying? Hot Boys used to be holding. I was a fan of the Hot Boys. Guerrilla Warfare was one of my favorite CDs. I used to be on that shit all day. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you better watch for the sweet. When people gonna act ass, you get caught in the street. Fiend, I wasn't a super big fan of Fiend. Fiend was womp womp. You know what I'm saying? Carter won all day, every day, tomorrow, yesterday, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving Day, any day, all the holidays. It's the Carter One is so much better than anything that Lil Wayne has ever put out. It's not even close, but Carter One was so slept on. Like niggas didn't listen to Carter One until Wayne kind of blew up with some of the shit on Carter Two and Carter Three. Then a lot of motherfuckers went and then came back and started listening to Carter One and then started appreciating it. Because I don't know if Carter One, it took a minute for it, but Carter One was hands down. Like, that's when Wayne was shitting on everybody. Carter Two was alright. It was cool. I went back and listened to it not that long ago, so it was better than I wanted to give it credit for. Carter 3 was trash. All the Carters after that, like Boo Lollipop was whack. A lot of other shit was whack. That's when he just kind of started going more and more popish. You know what I'm saying? But Carter 1 was hard, nigga. Carter 1 was hard, nigga. That shit shoot you arm, leg, arm, head. That whole went hard. Even Birdman had a hard verse on fucking the Carter. That one that started in Diamonds, got us conspiracy for murder. 5 young niggas uptown served. That hoe went hard, nigga. Carter 1 was Go DJ. You know what I'm saying? That hoe was hard. Like, shit, everything on Carter 1 went hard. I ain't even want to listen to that hoe right now. Carter 1 was a press play album. There ain't too many albums that I just sit there and say that I with the press play. That was corny, Wayne. I didn't like that Wayne back then. Like Wayne started when I think I went to I slid through Sharpstown and nigga sold us a little CD, and it was like one of them squad. I forgot which one it was. One of them little squad mixtapes. And so I bought that bitch. And I'm like, damn, right? Wayne actually got some flow when he was with that squad up shit. Them niggas could them niggas had some flow. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that other stuff was I already think you. But I don't want to mess up. I'm saying rhyme his song. Is that what it is? I hope I'm saying it right. But I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. And I'm definitely gonna be dropping more content. Like I said, I've been spending some time trying to get the fucking editor right and getting it together. But so I should be back on my content tomorrow. But yeah, man, just. Man, Carter 1 was just hard. That hoe was holding, man. And then I don't know. I have to listen to Drew Downs' Ice Cream Man, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's fuck with Mr. Ice Cream Man. That hoe was hard. The TRU, man. Look, all right. Before we get ready to wind it down, and I may give y'all a little mixer action tonight. You know what I'm saying? I may give y'all a little mixer action tonight. Man, that boy Shaq Cushy, that boy hate duffel bag boy. He like, man, that motherfucking hook was so hard, and them niggas had some shitty ass fucking verses on it. 25 Lighters is a classic. 25 Lighters is a classic. Yeah, duffel bag boy had Lil Wayne on it. I want to know, We finna turn up. We finna get a little ratchet before we get out of here. You know, I need a little ratchetness to feed off of. Most ratchet song ever made. Let me clarify this. Hold on, because I want to make sure it's clarified properly. Instead of most ratchet, most, man, you already know. It's just my baby. You ain't bad. Look, I want to say most ratchet club banger, but yeah, let's go with most ratchet club banger. We're gonna throw some other ratchet shit in there. That's just my baby daddy. Because I was gonna say that stepdaddy, you ain't my daddy. Shut up. I'm gonna tell my mama. I'm gonna tell your mama. That stepdaddy song, that shit was ratchet as hell. But I'm just thinking throwback ratchetness. Because I was thinking about Master P and TRU, nigga. Freak Hoes. Freak Hoes was, you was gonna see who was really about it. You played that motherfucking song, man, you gonna know who really want that action. Who really about it. You know what I'm saying? You say Lil Cousin Jay, one of the hardest niggas out of Houston. I'm gonna have to check him out. What he got? All the 69 boys. What, the butterfly? Oh, that's old. Let me see you Tootsie Roll. I used to leave it in, so I ain't never heard that one. Yeah, that's the one that stepdaddy, yeah. Pop that Coochie 2 Live Crew. Man, look. Yeah, ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hood rat, hoochie mama. What about email? Yeah, you can shoot it to me via email. If you got some thoughts, ideas, yeah, matter of fact, let me post it on there. You know what I'm saying? If y'all, let me hit y'all with the social action. So you can just shoot it to denshowlive@gmail. If you got some idea, thought, something you would like to add to the conversation, Den Show, everything is Den Show Live. So that way you can, if you got some thoughts, and then I'll, just shoot me an email so I know, and I'll add like a little list so that way I can just shoot you any information that we come up with. Remember that girl Sally? They didn't like her walk, but she still gonna get fucked by Kiki and the Hawk. Players Club. I'd like to welcome all you entrepreneur niggas to the Players Club. Put it in my, who's that? Aquanelli? Something like that. Anything that came on BET Uncut. Tip Drill. No Panties on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? And Young Problems. Okay, let me check that out. Man, anything coming out of Louisiana, damn, it was rad. I fuck with that Louisiana bounce music. I was thinking about some shit the other day. My hot girl to your hot girl. Got a hot, what is no? It's my hot girl and your hot girl was sitting by the bayou. My hot girl told your hot girl, I got a hot boy that is fire. Talk about a hot girl. That motherfucker used to go hard, right? That all that shit. Who is it? What's old buddy name? Shit. I think he in a wheelchair now. Man, that shit used to be hard in college too. Niggas used to get everybody on the floor. Chopper Style went hard, but it was another nigga like she won't chop, but it was another nigga. Not Walk Like Ronald. Who was the other nigga, man? Boy, I got so yeah, I remember that. Okay. Man, you know what song went hard? 3 6 Mafia, Late Night Tip. That hoe went hard. Oh yeah, Black Pussy went hard. Oh yeah, and you can always text the deadline. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bet. Okay. Damn, what was that fucking song, man? If your pussy stink, it go in the fish tank. In a fish tank, the fish tank. Josephine Johnny, that's what it was. Josephine Johnny. That hoe used to go hard. That shit there was some, that shit used to get motherfuckers on the floor. Man, it's so much shit that used to go hard. All that Louisiana little bounce shit used to go hard. What's the one? DJ Jubilee used to have all that shit. You know what I'm saying? DJ Jubilee used to have all the motherfucking jams. Alright, bet that. Oh, let me jot that down, because that was some good old rashness. That Trina Killer Mike. It's something else. It's another. Let me see. Let me pull something up. It was something I was listening to the other day. You down with OPP? Yeah, that was some original shit. Mia X was the most slept on. She put slept on female rapper. And again, like I say, because that's when the South was still getting ignored. It wasn't nobody harder than Mia X. I don't care what nobody say. Kemah was cool. Foxy Brown was cool. But Mia X went hard and all that. But that's why I fuck with Foxy Brown, because she did that song with fucking Mia X. That hoe with her. We don't care because the party don't stop. Let me see. Man, them little, oh man, look. Tila and 8 Ball and MJG. Space Age Pimpin' was my shit. What's another one? Tila, Show Enough. Girls in the club, show enough. Shaking that ass in the club, getting bugged. Yeah, look, y'all don't know nothing about that. Nah. Pussy, Weed, and Alcohol was definitely some classic ratchetness. You know, stop with the nonsense. Josh. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of fucking, it's a whole bunch of ratchetness. You know what I'm saying? They still play that in the club? Okay. Bun B, Everything, that was a jam. That was a great anthem. And that Paul Wall, they don't know about, that hoe went hard. Let's see. Let me think. Yeah, Too Short was OG. Bitch. I'm trying to think, man. No, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think about. Moke and Steph. No, I don't. That one don't ring a bell. That one does not ring a bell. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think about it. That shit don't ring a bell. I don't think I heard of that one either. Let me see. That's someone I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. It was someone, and I'm mad because I read the text and then I fucking forgot the damn song I was just thinking about. That's tough. I hate when this shit happens. But yeah, Mocha Step, I don't know. I'm not familiar with. Oh, we already know. But Back to the Ass Up was a classic. When you hear what they say, when you know if what kind of woman she is by the way she react whenever she hear Cash Money taking over for the 9-9 in the 2000. That's what kind of chick you know you got, babe. But yeah, that's definitely something to be grateful for. This little game we play, absolutely. But here's the deal, folks. This is what I think I'm finna get into here. Finna get ready to wind it down, and I just want to say I'm grateful for y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all. And we'll be back. This new music is terrible. Terrible. I don't want to hear that. Nah, can't open it. They ain't talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about shit? I popped a bunch of pills. I went to the club. Big booty bitch, big titty bitch. I'm on some rims. I'm in a fancy car. Spent a lot of money. Yeah. Stop the nonsense, Judge. Judge, I got a question for you, man. Are you angry with women? I'll stop until bust down thought to y'all. That's some shit I ain't never heard, and I refuse. If I hear some shit that sound like some of that shit, I'm just curious because it seems like you get into it with the ladies, and yesterday before you had your little exit tirade, which I'm very disappointed in you for. You blocked a bunch of ladies or tried to time out a bunch of ladies before we got up out of here. I'm not angry. I'm not angry with any. I don't care that much to be angry. It's just foolishness. So my thing is like, I'm not angry. Anger for me is, and that's not. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really seen me be angry. Y'all see me be more serious, but I don't think I've ever seen me really be angry. Because I'm not really going to be angry at nobody that's not really impacting my life. So anger, well, you upset some people by doing that. Who you see me rant, but y'all ain't see me. Y'all seen me rant, but y'all ain't seen me angry. Like y'all saw me give speech. That's annoyed. You know, that was more so annoyed, just like, because then again, because like I said, it wasn't nothing. I don't even say personal, but it's just like, you know, at a certain point, you just like, you know, some people are helpless. So, yeah. Rigo, like I said, you the Assassin's Creed cock blocker, man. I ain't even talking. You was hating because I got the chick on Assassin's Creed. All right, Miss Melanin, and I appreciate you for joining us this evening. Busta Rhymes, yeah, Busta Rhymes definitely go hard. You know, but no, I don't think I've really truly seen me angry. That's a whole different ordeal, a whole different program. Anger is a different outcome. So yeah, that ain't gonna happen. No, I don't think you want to see it. Ain't what you think it's gonna be. The anger is gonna result in something bad happening to somebody. Permanent consequences and type shit. So, you know, that's a whole different ordeal. So again, but I'm gonna slide over to, that's not a fetish, but that's like you won't be able to enjoy that because like I say, I know you, one, you ain't seen me mad. Two, it's yeah, I mean I'm just sitting here cool and I'm wondering something, and I'm just waiting. I'm surprised it ain't happened. But no, I don't get angry like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I said, I don't. Ain't no reason to be angry. Like it has to be something that is I'm heavily vested in, or someone that I'm heavily vested in, and not saying necessarily loving like somebody I rock, and they'd have to do something off the wall. Like I'd have to feel extremely disrespected, you know, and like you tried to do something foul, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, because I get serious. I mean, I'm serious quite often. You know, we have fun here, but I'm serious quite often. But being mad is not gonna be it's not gonna be good for too many folks. Or whoever my anger is targeted at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean that's just that. But like I said, I'm finna slide over to the mixer here for a little bit. I'm if y'all care to join me, I'm gonna be on the game for a little while. Not as long as I was last night, but I'm gonna boot it up, and I fucks with y'all, man. I thank y'all for joining this evening. Yeah, I hate when they like this. Whenever I take them out to little, I don't know what you call them, braid plaits, whatever they are, they get all crinkly. They usually take a day or two before they get back straightened out. Those look like curly fries and shit. But let me do my propers. Hey, catch the Den Show on all the proper socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all Den Show Live. You can catch it at denshowlive@gmail.com. If you enjoy the show, consider making a one-time donation. You can go to streamlabs.com/The Den Show if you want to check that out. And I would appreciate the love and everybody who has supported. Thank you very much. If you want to consider making a monthly pledge to the Den, there's multiple tiers available. You can go to patreon.com/The Den Show and, do your thug thing. Like I say, you can check out what's available there. And again, shout out to James Martin and Christina Starryard for supporting. I appreciate that. But with that being said, Den folk, as I start off the streams, I must finish the streams. I appreciate you, and I was wondering what was going to take so long. I was waiting to see. I thought it was going to happen much sooner. I appreciate you. I thank you, because it is an honor and a privilege. An honor and a privilege to get to chop it up with y'all. Really enjoyed tonight, having a little trip down memory lane. Some of you guys calling in and just sharing what you're grateful for and the things that were on your mind. Man, y'all are awesome people, man. Y'all are awesome people. I rock with y'all, man, and I thank y'all for supporting what I do. Tell a friend about the Den. Share it with a friend, whatever it may be. We'll be back tomorrow, same Den time, same Den channel, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and I will have some content for you guys throughout the day tomorrow. With that being said, y'all that got to go home. Y'all can catch me on the mixer. I'll put the link in the description as soon as I end the chat here. And y'all can catch me on the mixer. Be greatly appreciated. We can continue the conversation there. I'm out. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Wrong button. Play as fuck up. There we go. I was wondering, like I said, I see Rashida was being called. I was wondering how long it was going to be before she came out. So I said, I think I did the noise earlier. We're going to see what's going to shake. But man, I fuck with y'all. Y'all real live. Real live though. But anyway, check for the link. Fuck with me on the mixer about 10 minutes.